Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thursday, April 23rd, 2020. It is a great day to be a junior Potter. Let's get down to business. Up top, right up there, we got our general daily announcements. Haven't had to change them too much since we started all these things. Remember that attendance, 11 a.m. Try to get on there, take that stuff. I'm going to try to do only one post a day, so you're seeing one post go out for me today. It's a two-parter, and both of the parts are in one. I'll show you what that means in just a little bit. Remember that in the past, if you want to get a higher score, you can resubmit it. You do not need to resubmit something if you already got a perfect score on it, though. I got a couple of people just resubmitting things out of the blue. You don't have to do that if you got a perfect score on something, because you don't need to correct anything. And as always, like that final one says up there, ask for help if something doesn't seem right. Now, let's get on with, oh, I went too far. Let's get on with what we've got going on there for Thursday today. Let's look up top and dive into our activity. Hit that transition. There we go. We're going to do some food chains around the world today. And we're going to do two different environments. One on Thursday, and then tomorrow you're going to do another one for Friday. For day one, you're going to do a forest where I'm from. Look at me with my fuzzy little ears. Can I smile? Can I show the teeth more? Yeah, that works out. All right. By using the forest, you're going to create a food chain to represent the different plants and animals and basically create a food chain to demonstrate the knowledge that you know how food chains work. Since that's the basis of anything, whether we deal with food chains, food webs, energy pyramids, the base understanding of it all comes from the fact that we are learning how food chains work. Starting with the producers, going on to the primary consumers, which are usually the herbivores, going into the then secondary and tertiary consumers, which are usually going to be then your carnivores and omnivores, like me. So what you're going to do, we've got situation one, which is a forest food chain. You've got 4 boxes. That means your food chain needs to be 4 things long, 4 links, if you want to think about it like a chain, 4 links in your chain long. Your first one should, which is all the way over there, should be some kind of producer, because that is where we will always start. So you should find some kind of plant that is in a forest. You are then going to find something that then eats said plant. You're then going to find something that eats that herbivore, and then something that is at the top of the food chain that'll eat that other thing. You're going to insert the picture in the box where it says insert picture in this box. Wait, right there. There's one right there. That one right there is where you'll put your tertiary. That's your apex predator, the one that is at the top of the food chain right there where I'm looking at. And then when you see where you have name up there, you're going to write the name of the animal or plant in case it's a producer. Now, what we want you to do is we want you to come up with or find the scientific name of it. So we just don't want tree or bird. We want the official scientific name of it. So make sure you are specific with what producer, what animal that you are using there. Just don't put fox. There's a red fox, there's black foxes, there's all kinds of other things out there. So make sure you're being specific with what type of animal that you're using. Just don't put snake if you're going to go with snake. Put, what type of species the snake is. Get a little bit more specific with it. You can easily find those things when you go to look up a photo of it. It'll usually say what kind of snake something is. If you need help with any of that, you can certainly email me and I can try to find out what kind of species something is and hit you back with that. And then you got 4 questions to answer as part of analyzing your food chain. You need to tell me basically why you chose that as a producer, why you chose it as a first level, second level, and third level consumer. So you're basically telling me why you chose those animals in those positions or why you chose that plant in those positions. Just to verify why you're choosing what you did. So you're building up the food chain and then telling me why you're making those decisions. And that's it for day one. If you want to work ahead, now this might be a welcome thing for some of you. I have already attached day 2 to this assignment. So you could just scroll down if you're in the mood and feeling it today, you can go ahead and tackle the second one. The second one you're doing is a desert. So, a completely different environment. We'll talk about biomes in a couple of weeks here towards the end of our learning experiences. And you're going to look at a desert right there. There's a little picture of one. And you're going to do the same thing. You'll do a desert food chain, and then you'll answer these same 4 questions, but this time about your desert animals. Might be a little bit different because you're looking for desert plants, desert animals. So you can see how food chains can be a little bit different in regards to some of your different environments that you are placed in. And that is it as far as our activities goes. As always, if you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to hit me up and send me an email with it. A lot of you are doing excellent work, and I just want to say thank you to those of you that are keeping up, putting in some good work there. We're trying to pare it down to just the basics and just the essentials. So if it seems like it's easy, that's why we're doing the basics of the basics, just to make sure that everything gets covered that needs to get covered for when you get going there. But we're trying to do stuff in a little bit of a trying to stretch your brains a little bit, doing some challenging stuff, but still keeping it manageable in a sense there. So hopefully everything's going well with you. And always remember that it is a great day to be a junior Potter.